storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Well, we're back at it again less than 24 hours later, and we're talking snow, ice, and a slick commute.
That's not all we're talking about. We're talking about thunder snow.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we've had some thunderstorms, plenty of reports coming in through social media telling you about all of the thunder you've been hearing with this
Cue the guitars.
Yes, indeed. Thunderstruck. AC/DC. Good song. Now, as we continue through the evening, we continue to see the chance for some of this thunder snow, but a lot of it is coming to an end, which is good news. Yes. However, still a lot of us getting pummeled by it as we speak. Let's take it outside, take a live look over Mason City. Now, Mason City, not super lucky, but lucky enough that really a lot of this snowfall started quickly and moved through the city very quickly. But now we're left with some of that like freezing drizzle, this nastiness that's going to cause some frozen roadways. As for Albert Lee, similar story, a little bit more on the snow side, but now we're dealing with the temperatures continuing to drop and thus the chance for ice all across the area. So, as we see in the road conditions map, kind of areas that got hit worse than others. Basically, as this band of snow rolled through towards the border, it picked up in intensity. So a lot of southern Minnesota in the pink, completely covered, where a lot of North Iowa still seeing some seasonal roadways and partially covered roadways. And that includes ice and slush as well as the snowfall. So this, like I mentioned, a powerful band where we're seeing some of the darker blues indicating where some of the heaviest of the snowfall is falling, but it's moving fairly quickly, this band. As it continues to make its way to the northeast, it will continue to intensify. Now, a lot of this in the northern portion of Dodge County, moving through Olmsted as well. And right behind me here, that's where we're seeing that thunder snow indicating on the radar and where the heaviest of the snowfall is. They kind of go hand in hand sometimes when we're talking about some warmer air in the upper atmosphere and some moisture, that's for sure. Now, Storm Tracker 3 a little bit further to the north, picking up on plenty more of the snowfall. We're not done with it yet. This is just the first round. Sky Tracker 3 will show us just that. So we'll continue with that band as we head on closer into the 10 o'clock hour and ultimately the overnight. A lot of the heavier snowfall won't be over the area, but we'll still be dealing with some flurries, some of that freezing rain, freezing mist, which is very dangerous and causes an icing coat. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Now, the snow really starts to pick up once again as we get into Thursday morning. We're starting to wake up, maybe hitting the roads, and by 8 a.m., a lot of the snowfall has encompassed a good portion of the area, but it's not until around the lunch hour where almost all of us seeing some snowfall with some heavier bands embedded in, again, the darker blue indicating that. By 5 p.m., happy to say a lot of it will have moved out, but we're still going to be dealing with quite a bit of snowfall from this system. By Friday, we get to enjoy some snow. So the icing potential, as I mentioned, a good majority of us looking at around 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of icing through tonight and tomorrow morning. You bet, traffic will be impacted. As for the snowfall, a good portion of us also looking at around 4 to 6 inches from this snowfall now through Friday morning. Others 2 to 4, and as you travel further west, you're looking at more 1 to 3 inches. As for the travel impacts, well, there's quite a bit. Throughout the next several hours, we'll be seeing a high impact when it comes to this system on the snowfall. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast now, where the weekend is always in view. Now, with the snow falling, social ice begins on Thursday. That goes through Saturday, where we'll be seeing some cold temperatures, especially on Friday, but at least we get some sunshine. Katie and George.